I'm sorry, what's your name?
You can stand. Tara Cordle.
Tara, I really think it's important that maybe these people hear from you. How many people from the press are here? Press here? Raise your hands for a second. Okay, great. Because maybe Tara, I really think you should be heard from, please.
I'm Tara Cordle. This is my little hero, Waylon Cordle. I sat last night and I was going to write all this stuff down, and then I realized that we live this every day, so I'm going to wing it. This represents 24 hours worth of medication that he takes and still has seizures. He actually has intractable epilepsy. He does not go to school. He stays at home. We teach him everything that we can at home because he has too many seizures for them to be able to handle him. He was actually placed into a medical induced coma for 27 days about 2.5 years ago because of status seizure. They told us he was not going to live to lose him, but he actually came out of it. He came out of it as an infant at 7 years old. He is now 9. His birthday is in 12 days. We are here in full support of Issue 3. We also, as some of the other family members that have done some of these conferences, we went to the legislators for over 2 years begging for them to give us the option to lose some of this and to have the actual chance to actually try medical cannabis. One of these medications that he takes 3 times a day is Klonopin, which is a heavy narcotic. He is addicted to it. We cannot get him off of it. It causes him to not only have seizures, but withdrawal seizures as well. One of my quick little stories that absolutely drives me crazy is my 17-year-old daughter was not allowed to pick up that medication for me. 17, because she was under the age of 18. But I had to come pick it up to give it to my 7 at the time, and now he's 9. But she was not allowed to federally, legally pick it up because she was under the age of 18. But it is okay for me to give it to my 9-year-old. To me, that is crazy. But we are in full support of Issue 3 to actually get my son back again, because this, besides the seizures, take him away from me. And I want him back. Thank you. In 3 years' time, we have almost $5 million in doctor bills in 3 years. He was placed into a medical induced coma. We spent 4 months in the hospital. He had to go through rehab. He was in a coma for 27 days. They thought that he was not going to make it. When he did come out, he was a vegetable. They told us he was going to be a vegetable or he was going to die. And he did make it, but when he came out, he was actually like an infant. He couldn't walk, he couldn't talk, he couldn't eat. He had to learn how to do all of that stuff all over again through rehab, and that's only been 2.5 years. So from where he's come from is a miracle in itself, but he deserves the right to try something that could possibly take some of this away and give him a life again. If this fails, nobody else is going to come into Ohio and spend the money to get it put back on the ballot, my personal opinion, to actually get it back on the ballot again. Who's going to do that? Who's going to come back and want to take the chance of spending millions of dollars? The stories that we put out through Facebook and things, we've changed a lot of people's minds too. People that in the beginning, back when I collected signatures for their higher rights group, people were, I can't believe that you would be for weed, and why in the world would you be for that? But I'm like, if that changes his life, I'm going to be for whatever it is. And all the people that moved to Colorado, it works for their kids. So people don't split up their families and just uproot and move and stay if it doesn't work. He deserves that. He deserves that right. And I shouldn't have to move to get it. We shouldn't have to move.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Vote yes on 3. No on 2.